Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. We will get started in just a moment. Just give it a couple more seconds before we properly start. Right, I will make a start. So, hello and welcome to the next Unpacked webinar. Today is all about the Redirector link generator. Today, we've got Alex Butler, our training manager, who you've probably met a few times now. Georgie Cadman, one of our account managers, she's currently hiding in the wings and will be around for the Q&A at the end. And we've also got Charlotte Munn, one of our mid-level support and onboarding analysts, all running the session today. So before we get started, we'll just go through some housekeeping. So this session will be recorded. We'll share it after the webinar, so just keep an eye on your emails. Your microphones are off, so if you've got any issues, please just pop a message in the chat box at the bottom, and bottom of your screen, and I'll come and help you. And please could you direct any questions into the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen as well, and we will get to those at the end of the session. Right, Alex, I will hand over to you.
Great. Thanks, Liv.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can all hear me okay. Let me know in the chat if you can't. So yeah, as Liv says, I'm going to be taking you through the bulk of the webinar today. Should be about 35 minutes, depending on if I don't waffle. But essentially what the session is today is we're taking you through an explanation of what the OpenAthens redirector is, why you should use it, and also how you should use it as well, or how you can use it. And then we'll go through some tips and tricks at the end. So hopefully by the end of the session, you'll understand what the redirector is. You'll understand what waveless linking is a bit more as well. You'll understand what the uses for redirector links are, so why you should use them. And then we'll talk a bit about how to actually generate them, how to create them, and where you can put them as well. So what is the OpenAthens redirector? Well, to put it really simply, it is a linking tool. So it's a linking tool that allows you to pop a URL to a database, a publisher product, a specific journal, whatever it is, on the end of a consistent prefix. Okay. Now, the redirector tool uses that prefix to work out the best way to get the user to the page. Okay. And just what I mean about the prefix, I mean this part of the URL. Okay. So when you're creating redirector links, you'll see it adding this prefix to your links, which is then going to help resolve the user to the correct place. Okay. Okay. A little bit more about what it is. Essentially, we created this tool to make things easier for end users. Okay, so the redirector helps end users get to content quickly through their single sign-on login that you specified for them in their organization. But it's also a really important tool for you as administrators to skip the hassle of manually having to build your own waveless syntax or edit hundreds of links, maybe that you have in a repository or on one of your library management systems. There's no need for all of that. The redirector generates the correct link syntax for you. So that's the redirector. Now you might be wondering, well, what does waveless syntax mean? That's a bit of a linking term. So I just wanted to take a moment to explain that. WAYF, or WAYF as the part of waveless, stands for where are you from? And it's essentially a way of encoding your links with organizational identifiers. That's second bullet point there. And what that means, the result of this, is that when a user clicks on a link, they don't have to go search around on a publisher header bar or a login to find their institutional login. So for example, if I'm a user at your organization, maybe you subscribe to a product from this publisher here, I get to this page, and where do I go? Do I log in with my email address here, my university email address? Do I register for access? What does OpenAthens mean? I don't really know. So this can often create a lot of confusion, and essentially your user will just bounce back off this page because they don't know where to go, right? And this is a frustrating experience for you as the administrator, but it's also a frustrating experience for your end users as well. So we really want to try and avoid these ambiguous kind of login screens or discovery points where users just don't know where to go. Okay. So just to show you this diagram to explain WAYF and wafeless linking a little bit more, at the top, you kind of have what we just saw on that AM login screen. Your user clicks a link, they have to find the sign in button, they have to know that they're looking for organizational login or institutional login, and then they have to enter their credentials, and then they're in. Well, with waveless linking, and remember, the redirector is producing what is effectively a waveless link. So with the redirector, you can avoid all of that. Okay, the user will click the link, they get redirected, it clues in the name, to your institutional login. They enter their credentials, their single sign-in session is started. Okay, so that's a big boon. So here's two examples of links. Okay, so without WAYF at the top, this is just a standard link, right? You would expect to see that anywhere. You'd obviously find that on a Google search as well. Now at the bottom, this is just a fake one I've created for, Shire College, as I call them. But what you can see here is that prefix, that consistent prefix that we see at the start. So everything up until shire.ac.uk question mark. And then we've got this nice encoded URL to the resource, okay? Now, what is making it a waveless link? Well, it's that shire.ac.uk bit in the middle there, okay? So the link is basically indicating which organization the person that's clicking it is coming from. Okay? So I've explained, I guess, like a pretty important reason to use it, but let's just round out. So why should you use it, and why should you go through the effort of generating and using redirector links? Well, we've already been through a key part. It's that your users avoid that kind of discovery institutional login step themselves. Okay. So a really classic example we might see is a professor or a teacher at your organization has put loads of links to specific databases that are recommended for the course. That's absolutely fine, but very often the users are going to hit that kind of discovery institutional login screen or have to find it themselves, and the redirector avoids all of that. Okay. You don't have to build anything yourself. That is the really key takeaway there. Okay. And more importantly, the redirector will encode your URLs for you. So what do we mean when we say encode your URLs? Well, that's essentially just a way of smoothing out the I suppose the parameters in the URL to make sure that all publishers are going to accept it, and there's not going to be any weird linking behavior. Okay, so it's not a nice clean link for you. And the third benefit is that you don't need to manage different links for on-site or off-site access. Okay? Redirector is for both. Cool. So we've covered why you should use it and what it is. So now I'm just going to very quickly pause my screen and we're going to jump over to a live demo. So just bear with me a second, just make sure this is all working nicely. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you should be able to see the compass dashboard area here. Just let me know in the chat if there's any issues there. Cool. Yeah, all good. Yeah. Oh, I can see some old colleagues there. That's very nice. Great. Cool. So we are going to start by coming over to the resources list here. Okay. And we're looking for the redirector link generator. So this is where you are going to go to generate your own redirector links. And it really is as simple as, well, first of all, we'll start at the top actually. So at the top here, we can see that consistent prefix that I talked about at the start of the session, okay? And this is going to be unique to your institution. So I'm using a demo here, so yours will look different. It will be, university.ac.uk, college.edu, whatever your sort of domain is. So that'll be unique to you. So you can, of course, just add that as a prefix yourself, but I really do encourage you to enter the URLs here. So what I'm going to do here, let's see if I've got a link ready to go. I think I built one earlier. Yes, I did. So I'm just going to grab a link here. Okay. Okay. So I've got a link to a resource that we saw earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and generate that. Okay. Now what you can see here, oops, I need to click that. If I just copy that, pop it in the chat for everyone to look at. So obviously don't click this. Well, you can, but it's not going to take you anywhere apart from an OpenAthens login screen. But let's just everyone, if you just take a look at the chat for a second for me. So what you can see here is that constant prefix at the front. So everything up until alex.openathens.net. Okay. So that's our prefix. And then we've got that nice encoded URL for the resource. Okay. So really, really useful link. That's then going to, instead of taking us to that annoying home screen where our user has to work out what to do, we're going straight to our organizational login. So really, really beneficial there. Back to our screen recording here. Okay. Now, of course, this is one link, and many of you manage hundreds, if not thousands, of individual subscriptions, platforms, resources. So of course, there is a way to generate multiple. Okay. So you can actually do a batch upload for your resources, for your for a whole resource list if you need to. Okay. Quick guidance on that. If you want any tips or tricks on how to manage the kind of multiple link batch uploads, just click on the question mark here. That's going to take you to a docs page, which will give you some key information about, how to basically set up that CSV for batch uploading those. Okay. So hopefully that's useful. So single link up here, which you can generate. You can add the prefix yourself if you need that up here. Or we've got our batch upload. Okay, we can do multiple links at a time. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. So just as a reminder, just a reminder about that. We come to resources on the Compass dashboard, and we come to redirector link generator. Okay, resources, redirector link generator. Okay, now I was talking earlier about sometimes where you have professors and teachers who are managing their own reading lists or lists of links. Well, sometimes we realize those people are not going to be OpenAthens administrators. That's absolutely fine. We do, in fact, have a public redirector link generator as well. And it's, just a case of uh, typing in your institutional name. So I'm just going to borrow Royal Holloway here. And again, I think I might have that URL from earlier. Oh no, that's my redirector link, so we can delete that, ignore that. I'll just pop this in instead. So you just put your organization in and then the name of the resource. Oh, it's because I've got I'll just type it out. That's easier. Okay, and then just press enter. Great, there we go. And that's then created a redirector link for us. And this is publicly available. Okay. So Liv, if you wouldn't mind popping the link to the public link generator in the chat. Now, of course, we do recommend using the one in the admin area that you can see here, resources here. But if you do have professors or teachers who, maybe are having, reports from their users about, or their students about access issues, you can offer them this public one and they can go through and, add specific links if they need to, okay? But yeah, I would definitely start with the one in the admin area. All righty, I'm just going to pause the screen for a second here, and I think we're going to head back to our presentation. Yeah, just a reminder about questions as well. Any questions, pop them in the Q&A section for me. Cool. Okay, we've covered this already. So let's move on very quickly. Been through our live demo here. Lovely. So some tips and tricks for you. Oh, something's gone a bit weird. There we go. So I'll just run through these one by one, starting at the top. So bit of a chunky bit of text here, but the redirector IP bypass zone, catchy title. But essentially what this will do is you can add in specific IP ranges to what we call our bypass zone. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow the redirector to bypass any authentication at locations where your resources allow IP authentication. Okay, so for example, your campus buildings or maybe a research facility you've got somewhere else. You might want to put both of those IPs in there. So you can still absolutely use the redirector links by putting those IPs in our bypass zone on the dashboard. You're just ensuring that users can, move through IP authentication when they need to. Next thing, library management, learning management system, libguides, custom resources. Just a note on those. Generally, the redirector will not work with those. Libguides, obviously, generally open. But what we do encourage is kind of along the line of what I was talking about earlier with, professors, teachers managing their own lists. Make sure that, or try and help them, encourage them to use redirector links to the resources that they are linking to on your Moodle, on your Blackboard, on your reading list software, whatever you have. Absolutely use the redirector links for the content. So for those specific journals they're trying to link to, for those specific databases, whatever it is. Third point here is about adding your redirector prefix to your discovery service or link resolver. So many of you I know will use a library management system, ILS, discovery service like EDS, like Summon, Alma, whatever it is. Generally, those pieces of software will have It's generally referred to as a proxy prefix area. And you can actually add in your redirector prefix into those areas. And we do have documentation on how to do that. Lib, I think it's the doc called adding unusual syntax or working with unusual link syntax, something like that. So Liv's going to pop that in the chat for you. And there'll be links to, common docs about, OCLC World Share and Alma as well, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Also on that link that Liv's just shared in the chat, any of you that are using ProQuest or Gale resources, there's some key information on there for you as well, just to be aware of with those links. Okay. Last point, think something to be aware of is I would not advise using them with like core DOI links with EBSCO smart links instead. I would tend to use them with like target links instead. Okay. Okay. Things to be aware of done. One thing I didn't show you is where you should, is that first bullet point is where to find the redirector IP bypass zone. So just give me a second and I'll just go back to our live demo and I can show you where that is. Okay, okay. Hopefully you can see my screen again.
Can you
So we're
zoom
back.
in a little bit, Alex?
Can I zoom in a bit? I can zoom in,
Yeah,
yeah.
got a couple of people who can't quite see. Thank
Sorry,
you.
folks. Yeah, well, do not worry because we have got the recording, so we'll make sure the recording's nicely sized for everyone. So apologies for that. So IP bypass zone, we're heading up to preferences and we're coming to redirector. Okay, and this is where I can pop in my IP ranges, maybe for my campus or buildings where we want to enable IP access. Okay, just realized I didn't show you that, so there we go. All right. Oh, just head back to our slides. All righty. So how are we doing for time? We're doing pretty well for time. So at this point, I'm going to bring in two of my esteemed colleagues, Charlotte and Georgie, and we're going to take any questions you have together. So just as a reminder, have a look for the Q&A. If you can't find the Q&A bit on Zoom, do just let us know in the chat. But we'll take some questions there. So give me a second. We'll find the Q&A. Okay. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Georgie.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
All
everyone.
righty. I am going to have a quick flip through these and then we can answer them as a group. How does that sound?
Sounds
Perfect.
good.
Cool. Okay. Okie doke.
The good one at the top, Alex.
There is, yeah, as in from anonymous. So I think
Yes.
we'll answer that. So first question here is what OpenAthens campus permissions do you need to access this? I'm guessing to access the redirector. Historically, IT manager authentication and library manager resources, very common. So we don't currently have access to OpenAthens campus. Okay, it'd be useful to know what I'd need to ask for. Georgie, I guess do you want to take this or Charlotte? Georgie, maybe start with you.
Absolutely. Right. So we have a publicly available redirector link generator. Do we have here's one I made earlier thing somewhere?
I think Liv actually popped it in the chat for everyone, if
Yeah,
I'm not
she did.
There
mistaken.
we go then. So we have a publicly available redirector link generator. Link is in the chat. And essentially you can, I think there's a drop down that you put in your organization, so it will give you that prefix, and then you can just put your links in and it will give you them. So it was kind of designed to be there either like yourself to be from the IT side where you might not have Compass access, or if librarians are wanting lecturers, for example, to who create their own Moodle or Blackboard content to use those waferless links for the best user experience throughout the modules. So they don't need admin access, but they can create the links.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, um, oh,
And
this is quite an interesting question from Ranty, and I think maybe we can answer this one as a group. But Ranty is basically asking about bulk downloading resource links, resource URLs that can then be bulk changed. But the file in that link download, in that resource link download, contains libguides IDs. I'm guessing those are encoded into the URL, Ranty. Is that correct? Maybe let us know in the chat. So would the bulk option work for this file? So I'll rephrase the question because I was thinking about it as I was reading it there. So libguides allow us to download the URLs as a spreadsheet, which we probably need to do for bulk change. The file will contain libguides IDs for each line. Would the bulk option work for the file?
I would think not. But you might be able to do some kind of search and replace with an Excel to remove those IDs, and then use them within the bulk upload within the admin area.
Yeah, I would think so. Hopefully that's okay for you, Auntie. Cool. So Jamie's asked a really good question. I think Charlotte, maybe you can take this one, but does the public link generator and the link generator in the admin area operate differently other than having to sort of select your institution parameter?
I think there is some difference between the two. There certainly was when I first started, but I'd have to go back to the we'd have to go back to our dev team and confirm that, because I don't know whether that still is the case.
Yeah, we will basically get back to you on that, Jamie. I have some question marks on it, but I would say it's not anything that is drastic in the kind of everyday use of it. But
I was about to say everyday use, you wouldn't notice any different
no,
until you
not at all.
need to do something else.
Exactly. So but we'll get a written answer for you to that in full. Cool. Yeah, we're doing okay for time. So Virginia's asked a good question. I think this is more about reporting here. So a question about the redirector IP bypass zone. So how does setting up a bypass zone affect usage data collection? That is a good question.
I don't think it should do. But I
No.
suppose if they're not going via OpenAthens, then it would create a mismatch in data from the OpenAthens reporting side. But obviously, if you've got your own in-house reporting, then that would not be affected.
Yeah, of course. Virginia, I'm also going to say we'll get back to you and give you a full answer on that because, yeah, I think I have a couple of, yeah, we will get a full answer to that. But thanks for the question. Stacey's asked, is it possible to force OpenAthens authentication to a web page on our library?
No.
No. I guess it also would depend on what resource it is, but yeah, I think the answer is no. Ranty's also asked a really good question here about citation managers. So can you use the redirector for citation manager? So Zotero, EndNote, etc. Charlotte, any thoughts about that? Zotero.
Wow, as far as the redirector is concerned, it kind of creates links to resources that are within the Open Athens Federation or are on the Open Athens proxy.
Mm.
So if those resources were not federated or via the proxy, I'm not sure that it would work with those.
Ranty, the only thing I can think is if there is an area within like the Zotero or EndNote software to add a proxy prefix to it, you could do that, I suppose, but I wouldn't want to sort of guarantee that that is a foolproof method. But in terms of sort of affecting how those tools generate, links within references, if they do have that, and I'm by no means an expert, but you could test that. And obviously, you have the prefix listed on your Compass admin area, so maybe have a test. I'd also have a look at your reference manager's docs, or just to check that, see what's going on. John, just reading your question here, John. Yeah, good question here. I think for Charlotte. So let's say we have both federated and proxy access activated for a resource. For
Yeah,
example, LexisNexis, 2 cards in a catalog. I understand the redirector prefers federated access, but if the
it
redirector
does.
can't use a federated connection for a LexisNexis link, will it automatically try the proxy connection or will it return an error?
The redirector will always prefer a federated resource, so it will try and create a link to the federated resource if the federated resource is redirectable. But if there's also a proxy resource available, that normally indicates that deep linking is not possible to the federated resource. So in that instance, it should generate links to the proxy. But it really depends on a case by case basis. If you're not sure, we would recommend raising a support ticket and we can look into it in more detail. Because I know that LexisNexis as a publisher often also prefers users to use one-to-one SAML resources, which unfortunately aren't redirectable because they are unique to your organization and are not a federated resource.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the publisher, but I know LexisNexis in particular do seem to like their users to set up one-to-one SAML connections, which unfortunately means that it's not redirectable using our redirector.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just to add a point to that, that really is the, good practice is going in and checking links to see if they are redirectable. How are we doing for time? We've got a little bit of time, and we haven't got too many questions left. So I'm just gonna piggyback off the back of John's question there, because I realise there's something I didn't quite show you. So give me a second, I'll take us back to the admin area. So something that you can do, because obviously every publisher is different. They all support redirectable resources in different ways, some more than others. But come to your available tab, or of course what you have allocated in the catalog if you have anything specifically. And there is actually a way of seeing which providers or publishers are redirectable or support redirectable links. And generally what you're looking for is this little symbol here. Okay, so I'll zoom in a bit. So just this little arrow pointing northeast. Of course, you can click in and it should tell you what type of resource it is. And again, if it's Redirector compatible. So that's a good way to check, depending on what the resource is. Okay. Sorry, I just realized I completely forgot to show that. So back to the slides now. All righty. Cool. Thanks for the question, John. That was a good one. So do the resources you're using for the Redirector, Georgie, maybe I can throw this one to you. Do the resources you're using the Redirector for need to be set up in OpenAthens Campus?
So technically speaking, you could put any link in there and something will happen. It'll just soon give you an error. So for example, if you put a link in there to a resource that you do not have a subscription to, it'll still give you the link, but you won't be authorized the other end when you click it. So you're just going to run into a barrier. So really, yes, you'd want any of your subscriptions set up within OpenAthens, and then you can link to all of those. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend linking to anything you don't have access to.
Yeah, of course.
If I've understood that correctly.
I think it's more about like if you have a resource, say you have OpenAthens, but you have only ever been working with a publisher on an IP access basis. I think you would obviously need to tell the publisher that you want to authenticate to that resource through OpenAthens before you start to use redirector links for it. So yes, obviously the publisher needs to be set up, but you don't need to necessarily go in and sort of allocate resources like you just saw on the catalog there. Anonymous, if you need a bit more help about that and understanding, I guess, like how to manage your resources, do absolutely raise a support ticket. Georgie, maybe I can actually ask you to pop a link to the
On it.
how to raise a support ticket, because general rule of thumb, folks, we've already talked about how publishers are all different. They all support redirector links or federated access in different ways. And very often, if you're running into an error or you'd like to understand best practice on how to set something up, absolutely raise a ticket, because we can come in, we can look at your domain, and we can help you make informed decisions. And Georgie's going to pop a link to our support portal in the chat. Okay, how are we doing for time? Doing okay. So Pam has asked, has anyone, I'm guessing actually this is probably a question for the group, so everyone here today, has anyone worked with journals at Ovid regarding their jump start links? How to fix links that they have all of the time when students are trying to access them. When students try and save them and return to resources. I've had multiple tickets in and it hasn't helped. So if anyone's got any experience working with journals at Ovid, and I'm guessing they sort of generate links from those, definitely maybe just sound out in the chat, and Pam would be happy to connect you privately with whenever they knows people, just conscious of time. Karen's asked, what's the difference between a smart link and a target link? So a smart link is I guess an EBSCO specific link, which essentially is a link resolving tool. So unless you're using EBSCO, do not worry about it. If you are using EBSCO, there's actually a few EBSCO people here today. They can definitely point you in the right link to some documentation about that. But again, if you're not an EBSCO customer, don't worry about it. Cool. Karen, thanks for the question. Ranty has asked, would QRL work for the redirect link? and then you put an example there. So easyproxy.msu. Oh, that is a good question. So this is more a linking syntax question. So Charlotte, I don't know if you know anything about curl.
No, I've not heard of it. Sorry, I can't see the Q&A.
You
Where do I
can't. Oh,
find that? Oh, here we go.
you
Sorry,
got
I've
it.
just located it.
Ranty, that's a really good question. I don't know the answer.
No, I don't think no, we wouldn't support a easy proxy link. No.
Um, cool. Oh yeah, I missed that giant glaring bit. Okay. Right, we have got three more questions, and then we'll wrap up. And I'll put some useful links in the chat for you. So Laurel's asked, is there a way to add a custom message to the public redirector interface so that we can alert users to not use ProQuest, for example? Laurel, the answer is no to that one. It is just an open website. Anonymous has asked, do the resources you're using in the I think maybe this could be referring to the question we answered earlier. I asked this, do the resources you're using the redirector for need to be set up in OpenAthens Compass? Because we use OpenAthens for authentication, but we've never set up our resources in there. I think, yeah, in the interest of time, I'm going to say definitely raise a ticket about that because I'm not
I
quite sure.
think she's probably saying, or they are probably saying, that they haven't added any resources to their catalog.
That's sort of what I
Um,
was thinking, but I
so
wasn't
if
sure.
that's the case, as long as you're operating your institution in permissive mode, you don't actually need to add any resources to your catalog.
Yeah.
So they could still access things if they've provided their entity and ID and scope to the publisher and they have a valid subscription with the
Mm,
publisher, then that shouldn't be a problem.
that's true. That's true. Um, okay, then Ranty has actually corrected earlier answer. So I guess this is about quirl logic in our redirector. So Charlotte, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a Go link there. And
Yeah,
then
no, I'm just looking at the URL. It says girl. Okay.
I think it's
Prob
probably quirl, right?
okay. Sorry, I missed the original question and
So
now it's gone.
it was about whether we support quirl using the quirl syntax in order to basically catch unencoded URLs.
Oh, no, we don't. So if you created a URL, if you created a URL with the redirector, then it would always be encoded. But if you created the URLs, sorry, the Go links via another method, then no, we would have no visibility on that.
Yeah. Okay. That that is it. So thanks very much, Georgie. Thanks, Charlotte. Um,
Thank you, Alex.
so just I think Liv is about to kick me off the stage. So Liv, if you with a couple more, there's one more thing I want to pop in the chat for you, and that is our redirect to link docs. So everything we've talked about today is in our documentation. Liv's already given you one link about adding that proxy prefix to your discovery service, working with weird link syntaxes. So Liv, if you wouldn't mind popping that in the chat. And once we've got that, take a look at that, everyone. And that is it from me today. And I'm going to hand over to Liv to finish out the session.
Link. Give me 2 seconds to pull up the link. There we go. I think that's worked now. It should be right.
I think that's a slightly funky Cyber Essentials weird link, that one. You carry on, Liv, and I'll pop it
Yeah,
in the
you
chat.
sure?
Yeah,
Sorry, it doesn't seem
that's
to
all
be
right.
working for me. Are you all right to just move the presentation on? Thank you. Um, So a couple of things just before we finish. I just wanted to promote our next Unpacked session, which is all about attributes and permission sets. That's taking place on Thursday, the 19th of March at 3 p.m. Georgie will be one of the hosts for that. So you've already met her today, so you'll be seeing her again in March. So you should be able to join that just the same as you did today. You'll get a joining link an hour before the session. So it's nice and easy to hop on to the call. So come prepared with lots of questions and Georgie will try and help you.
It'll be way
And
more
then
entertaining.
it'll be brilliant. And then Alex, you're all right to just flip to the next slide, please. Thank you. And the last thing I just wanted to shout about was Access Lab, which is our annual event. That's taking place next month on the 25th of February. This year, we're hosting it in person in Manchester in the UK. We'd love for everyone to register. So please, I've popped a link in the chat to register. So please do book a ticket. And I've also included a link to the programme so you can see what's happening. But we'd love to see lots of faces there. So please do register. And if you've got any issues, just let us know. But I think, Alex, if you just flip to the last page, we can wrap up. There we go. Brilliant. So it's just a big thank you. Thank you to our speakers and also to everybody that's joined us today and interacted. It's been really brilliant and I hope it's been really helpful for everyone. So thank you and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.